the stick after you pick the length that you want. Spektrum's NX transmitter lineup has a lot of cool adjustments with the gimbals. All of their transmitters have adjustments one way or another, but with the NX lineup, they've made it so convenient that we can do all the adjustments from the face of the transmitter. Some of the older transmitters would have little access holes for screwdrivers on the back. Some of the older ones than that, you physically need to take it apart and do your adjustments. If you want to win a jet like this, all you have to do is subscribe. Click the like button and leave a comment. And then ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. At 1,000 subscribers, we gave this jet away. At 5,000, we're going to give another one. I don't know what it is yet. We'll see when that time comes. So hey, subscribe guys. Happy flying. But on the NX lineup and some of the DXs, you can make your adjustments directly from the face. Let's start with one of them, and then we'll look at some other ones. The first one will be the length of the sticks. And you'll need one tool. That's a 2mm Allen wrench. Adjusting the length of the stick, like I mentioned, you'll need a 2mm Allen wrench. And in the center of the stick is a set screw or a grub screw. And that's what locks down the stick after you pick the length that you want. So if I want this stick to be a little bit longer, I would insert the Allen wrench in the center, then loosen up the set screw, and to make the stick longer, you would unscrew it counterclockwise. To make it shorter, you would screw it in clockwise. If it stops like it just did right there, you would need to loosen up your set screw a little bit more. And let's say that that feels just right. Well, then you hold your stick and use your 2mm Allen wrench and tighten up the center grub screw to hold it. We'll do this one here. Back off the grub screw. And then we'll set the length. I'll go ahead and back it all the way off just to show you guys that it can be removed. A lot of people change these to get personalized colors or what have you. So the grub screw or set screw on the inside, when you tighten it, it's putting pressure on this, on the center shaft or the axle. And that's what holds it from screwing on or screwing off. So once you find the length that you want, we'll just go ahead and turn this guy in quite a ways. And it stopped right there, but we can back off the grub screw. And then I'll fill that. Yep, I like that length right there. And then you hold the stick and then tighten the set screw. Depending on the length of your thumbs or how you hold it, maybe you want the stick shorter or longer. Some of our favorite people on YouTube, one guy I know has a really long stick. So that's one of the cool adjustments in the NX radio lineup. And we'll run through all of the adjustments. Notice the screws right here, and right here, and right here, and right there, and right there, here and here, and here, and here, and here. Those are all 4 different adjustments. So the next adjustment, since we're lengthening the sticks, is we can either lengthen the movement of the stick to the top and lengthen it to the bottom, or we can shorten it. It's the travel of the stick. It does not affect the travel of the servo. We can just adjust the travel of our gimbal. You know, let's say that my thumb was really short, or just whatever. I don't want to push this stick any farther than I have to, just because it's, you know, not comfortable for me. So I've shortened the stick as much as I could. Now we can shorten the travel. We need to pop this cap off and this cap. Under each cap is a switch. The switch on the bottom will either make more travel going down or less travel going down. And the switch under this cap will increase the travel up or decrease it. And to pop these little caps off, right under just like so. This switch right here has 4 different positions. All the way to the inside is the most travel that the stick can go up. Being that we have the cap off the top, we're only adjusting how far the stick will move up, and moving this switch all the way to the outside will shorten the amount of travel the stick can go up. So that has shortened the length of the travel going to the top, being that I move the switch all the way to the outside. You can feel it when you're doing it. So if I move the stick all the way in, now I've given it the most amount of travel up that it can have. There's 4 different settings here. Then all the way outside is the least amount of travel up. And back to the outside is the most amount of travel. So I'm just going to leave it in the middle. If I can get it back in there. And then we have the same switch on the bottom for the down travel. All the way in is the most amount of down travel. All the way out shortens the amount of down travel. You can definitely feel the difference on how far the stick physically moves when you adjust these switches. And then once you get it to where you like it, put your caps back on to keep the dirt and stuff out of there. There we go. So we've adjusted the length of the stick, and we've adjusted how much travel to the top and to the bottom. And that is on both gimbals. In the next video, we'll talk about the tension and how we can change the ratcheting and some other stuff. So stay tuned to the next video. Thank you, guys.